there, I'm Jodi Meadows. I wrote the Incarnate series. I'm here to answer a few questions. So, who or what was the inspiration for Lee in your series? I didn't really have a specific inspiration for Lee. There are so many terrible parents out there, and there's just, unfortunately, a lot to draw from with her. How would you describe Anna in one sentence? I can do it in one word. Plucky. What is something about Sam that you didn't put in the book or series? I don't know. I think most of Sam is... I mean, there's so much of Sam's past that is not going to make it into the series, including his relationships with people in the past. Anna thinks about it kind of obsessively in book 2 when she realizes, oh, he's dated other people. But, I mean, so much of that is never going to make it either, especially because this is Anna's story. Besides your main characters, do you secretly have a soft spot for another character? What are these secrets? Like, if I told you all these secrets, they don't stay secrets. But I do have a soft spot. I really love Sarah, Anna's best friend. She is just such a sweetheart. She's so encouraging. She wants the best for Anna. She genuinely loves her. And I feel like, you know, even though she's an old soul, she feels very young, and she makes herself be a great companion for Anna. If I were going to write a spin-off for one of my characters, who would it be and why? Oh, gosh, either Chris or Sarah. Probably Steph, honestly. There's just so much there with her. She's all kinds of trouble. Which character refused to stick to your script? That is definitely Chris. He was not supposed to be in any of the books, really, until book 2. He kind of walked on, and I said, "Are you sure, honey?" And he said, "Yeah, I want to be here." And I was like, "Okay, that's your choice." What is the most common questions fans ask you? Oh gosh, that's a hard one. A lot of people ask me if there's going to be a happy ending. Alright, you'll see. What question do I wish fans never asked? I don't know, like hard ones like that? Just kidding, mostly. What is your favorite writing treat? Cookies. I love cookies. What motivates you to write even when you don't feel up to it? Cookies? Did I say that already? Cookies? Also, I like finishing things, so finishing the book is a pretty big motivator for me. What is the best scene I've ever written? According to a lot of readers, it's The Masquerade. But there's one coming up in Infinite that I can't tell you what it is, but I really like it. I'll just give you a hint. It has to do with dragons. What scene made me cry while I was writing? I cry a lot. But, okay, nothing in Incarnate. The very end of Asunder made me cry, like one event in particular. And probably about the last quarter of Infinite made me cry. In fact, I was, writing on my phone when I had to go out and get groceries, and, came home and I started just slamming out these words on my computer, and my husband walked by and he was like, "Hey Jodi, do you want lunch? It's lunchtime." And I was like, "No, I don't want lunch. I want to finish this book. I'm so sad." And he was not excited about that. He walked away and didn't talk to me for a while. I think he was afraid. Who do you think is the hottest couple in YA lit? I don't know, there are a lot. But I'm pretty fond of Hector and Elisa from Ray Carson's Girl of Fire and Thorn series, and also Rachel and Logan from C.J. Riddleman's Defiance. Series secrets. What is your favorite quote from this book or series? Gosh, that's a hard one. I like a lot of the words because I wrote a lot of them. All of them. It's kind of weird. I can't really tell you what it is because it's kind of a spoiler, but it's the very, very final line of Infinite. What is the core thing in the New Soul series? The one thing you would never in a million years have given up, no matter how much money, someone paid you. I actually had several of those. One is, of course, the music. And then another one is the anxiety between Anna and Sam about their age differences. I really wanted to explore that. And I wanted to force them to confront these issues because they are real. And both of these characters are on such different experience levels. One has kind of a lot of experience and one has absolutely zero experience. Like, they don't have sex ed in Range because they don't need it. So that was another thing that I was really determined to keep. And fortunately, I was never challenged on that. My editor and my publishing house supported me fully on those. Did anything happen in the series that surprised you that you didn't plan? A lot of things. I did plan a lot in this book. I wrote a whole synopsis for all 3 books before, but I did not expect the Masquerade. That appeared in the first draft. And there were a lot of, and I said like Chris earlier, Chris appeared in Ascender, just surprised, so I didn't expect that either. By the time you got to the last book in your series, did you wish, like mad, you could do anything different in the first book? I caught myself in one small continuity error that so far nobody else has noticed, but it really bugs me, so I really wish I could change that. But I can't. It's too late. Did I write myself into any corners? I don't think so. As I said, I had already planned out a lot of this, and I made sure that I knew what was going on before I committed myself. Words are hard. I knew what was going on before I committed myself to anything in the series. Any advice for writers currently working on a series? Yes. Finish the first book. And then once that first book is finished, revise it. Don't worry too much about writing the second, third, or however many books. You will eventually get to those. And I do suggest having a plan for them, but I wouldn't worry about writing them too much because they change. I made this, I wouldn't call it a mistake, but I did it. As soon as I got an agent for Incarnate, I started writing Ascender, and as soon as I got a publishing contract for the series, I finished Ascender and started writing Infinite. And by the time I had my edit letter for book 1, I had finished book 3, which was great in some respects, but then so many things had changed that I ended up having to rewrite a lot of book 2, and I scrapped the entire book 3 by the time it was time to write that. So, unless you're really comfortable with, like, ditching 75,000 words, you might want to watch out, especially if your writing time is limited. I've been really lucky that I can write full-time. What is your favorite thing about writing a series? I get to stay in that world for a long time. Least favorite thing, I have to stay in that world for a very long time. It's good because the world is already built, so all I have to do is help explore it. But sometimes I want to go play in some other sandbox. If your series wasn't written for YA, how would it be different? Probably wouldn't be. If you could pull one thing from your series world and have it in real life, what would that be? Dragons. I don't know that anybody else would like that, but I like it. What is one thing you have never admitted to anyone about the series? I don't know. I'm pretty open about it. And I think most people know that I wrote this series, or the first book, when I was feeling very down about publishing and I thought I would probably never get a deal. So I wrote this one for me. It was all for me. It was everything that I wanted it to be. And some of it was kind of corny at first, and I ended up having to change stuff when I realized it would get published. And then, but the heart of the story was the same. It's my story. I wrote it for me. Lightning secrets. Chocolate or peanut butter? Chocolate. Come on. Peanut butter or Nutella? Nutella. Rain or shine? Rain, actually. Cold or hot? Neither. Both made me complain. Salty or sweet? Sweet. Crunchy or soft? Depends, but probably soft. Night or morning? Definitely morning. Or no, gosh, no. Kidding. Definitely night. Oh my gosh, that was like I was just possessed for a second by some morning-loving freak. Gale or pita? Katniss. Drafting or revisions? Which one am I not doing? Because then I love the other one more. Pantser or plotter? Plotter lately. I started out as a pantser, which sounds really dirty, but I started out writing organically, and then I moved to writing with a plot ahead of time when I started writing Incarnate, and that actually changed everything for me. So now I write with a plot all the time. Computer or notepad? Computer. I do write notes to myself more than I used to, but my handwriting is still kind of eh. Mac or PC? Mac. Drive or walk? I live in the middle of nowhere, so it has to be drive. But I would love to walk. Sometimes I imagine living in the city where I could take, like walk somewhere and take a subway and then walk somewhere. But I don't. Dog or cat? I love both, but I have a cat. And ferrets. Coffee or tea? Coffee in the morning, tea at night. A shower or bath? Shower. I like to get it done with. Blanket or comforter? Both. Bikini or one piece? Neither. I don't go swimming that much, but one piece if I did. Beach or mountains? Mountains. City or countryside? Generally the countryside, sometimes the city. I like to visit the city. Humor or drama? Depends on the mood. Hogwarts or Narnia? They're both pretty dangerous. I don't know. Today or tomorrow? Today. Geek or jock? Geek. Library or amusement park? I can't believe this is a question. Library. Write or read? Both. Work or retire? I don't know what this word retire is. Jeans or dress? Definitely jeans. Life-changing books. What book have you read that somehow changed your life, and how? I have a lot of them actually, but some of the first ones were the Immortal series by Tamara Pierce and The Blue Sword and the Hero and the Crown by Robin McKinley. Those were the books that showed me fantasy and showed me that girls can do stuff, and they changed everything for me. And also more recently, Sunshine by Robin McKinley totally taught me how to world build. What book have... Oh, that was the same question. Do I have any libraries, booksellers, or book reviewers and bloggers that I would like to nominate for their initiatives in connecting teens to books and reading? I have a lot of great libraries and bookstores. The Massanutten Regional Library in the Shenandoah Valley is fantastic. I love them. Booksellers, I have met so many wonderful booksellers, but I couldn't even name them. There are just way too many. Book reviewers and bloggers also, again, would take an enormous amount of time. That's it. We're done. Alright, thank you so much for this interview. It was a lot of fun.